Are you feeling tired of being snowed in? Tired of gray clouds and non-stop rain? Well, this tropical escape might be your best way out of the cold winter. And best of all, it probably won't cost you any more than a trip to your local ski resort. Now, today's budget dose of vitamin D starts with booking a flight. For me, it was a round-trip 5-hour flight from Vancouver, Canada to the Cancun, Mexico airport. The awesome thing was, it was about $440 US, including luggage. And today's video is sponsored by Squarespace, so stick around till the end of the video to find out how you can make a website just like I did. Once in Cancun, it was time to get out of Cancun. So my buddy Luke and I rented a car from National Cancun for $22.50 a day. From there, we made about a 3-night budget trip to Tulum, which you can actually watch by clicking in the top right corner, but for today's video, we're gonna keep driving south to Bacalar. 4 hours of driving from Cancun and about 2 hours from Tulum, we have arrived in Bacalar. We checked ourselves into a hotel by the name of Casa Zazil, and we stayed there for a couple of nights. For the price, this hotel had some of the best ratings in the area, and I definitely can't dispute them. Buenos dias, buongiorno, and welcome to another day here in Bacalar. We are just getting into our taxi that has been arranged for our tour this morning to the lagoon. We've got a motorboat to catch because they're gonna give us a little tour around the lagoon. So why escape a North American winter and come to Bacalar? Well, the first reason is right here. That beautiful, beautiful blue water, some of the best in the world. And the crazy thing is, this is actually not the ocean. This is a lake right here. So we're in a lagoon, completely isolated by land, and there's cenotes all around it. You'll see different shades of blue, some of them being as light as this, where it's, 1 to 3 meters deep. And then other areas are gonna be super dark blues, where you can have the water get as deep as 90 meters. We're going in to the lagoon. Oh, a little bit cold actually. So here in the lagoon, there's actually a few sections where there's cenotes. And they're not your typical kind of cenotes. They're not like the ones we saw in Tulum that were like caves. They're a bit different. On the right conditions, which it's getting close to now, the water will just pop with the blue. Today's been a beautiful day so far. All right guys, we just got back to our place here and that was a really cool day trip. What'd you think?
It was nice. I liked it.
Yeah?
I thought it was unexpected.
Some would even say it was a dream world. How does it feel to have that much power right at your disposal?
Well, I'm just gonna...
When we were renting this car, we got the best comment, best advice from a fellow Canadian traveler. She's like, I always rent the Nissan March because nobody's gonna bother stealing it. And I was like, that's some sound advice.
Is that really what she said?
That's why I drive a March. La Playita.
La Playita. Es muy bien.
Wow, we're like going into the jungle just to get to our food. I like this place already. You see, you look like you're looking through a map. Like you're about to explore your next meal. I like that.
I need like my glasses low on my nose.
You need a monocle. Perfect amount of taco. Mucho gusto. Muy bien?
Muy bien.
Your lips are like turning orange.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I want to try anymore.
Really? Bro, it's one taco.
Sometimes it's better to travel solo. La Playita was so good that we came back the very next day. While it's definitely not cheap for Mexico, it was so worth it. So one of the crazy things about Bacalar is that it's actually quite close to Belize. And if you don't know, Belize is known for its Blue Hole, which is like an incredible dive center. It's just a massive opening in the middle of the sea floor. Basically, they've got their own little mini blue holes here on Bacalar Lake. What? That is so sick. It's like a self-propelling surfboard. Guys, I love this place. The tacos, the ambiance, and just the location. If you want to find a place to just hang out in Bacalar, eat some food, and relax for the day, this is a really, really good place to come. And I think that's kind of like what Bacalar is. It's not going to be that happening of a place. It's definitely a sleeper town. But if you're here to relax, then this is definitely a good spot to do it. Bacalar was a cute little romantic stay for the two of us, but
so cute.
Very romantic.
It's so cute.
It's time to keep moving because today's gonna be a full-on travel day with a lot of hours on the road. And the only way to manage all that is to leave super early. Good morning, sweetheart. Look at you and your curvy little features.
Good morning, March.
That flat bottom.
I just kissed the car.
Quick little stop at Oxo for a top up this morning. Coffee, essentials, ready to go sandwich.
Tuna. Let's go.
So I wanted to stop here to show you this road because it's so beautiful coming through here at sunrise right now. We pass by a car maybe every 5 minutes. The road's practically empty. The only thing is it does keep you on your toes because every now and then it just throws in an unmarked speed bump when you're going like 140. So then you have to like It's only the entrance to towns that they do that, but still they don't mark it very well. It's kind of hard to tell. There was one we like literally came to a screeching slowdown just to get not airlifted basically from the speed bump. But off to a good morning, and we're almost on time to make it there for the opening of the cenote. About 3 hours later, with a fair bit of speed, we have made it here from Bacalar all the way to Cenote Oxman. We're the only ones here right now. This is what we're going down to. Down into there. Here we go, down to the cenote. So we've got one of the world's most beautiful cenotes all to ourselves. What better way to make an entrance than what's right here, the old rope swing. See you later, guys. I changed my mind. All right, the boys are going on a double swing date. Okay guys, we found a solution here. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yeah, you're so heavy. Ah, let go, let go. I hit the tree. This is a really special place here, guys. I mean, if you can manage it, get up crazy early, drive yourself here before anyone else arrives. It's worth the lack of sleep. I was kind of dying on the way here, exhausted, but I wouldn't have had this moment here of just like literally having it to ourselves and a couple other people. It's just incredible. Welcome to Chichen Itza, and welcome to attempt number 2 of trying to get in, because we got turned back. We had our 2 bags, and I knew they were gonna search for drones, so we left all the drone stuff behind. And then all of a sudden he just decides that, oh, there's 2 cameras, you guys are obviously professionals, and he had no grounds, but he was basically like, yeah, you can't bring your cameras in. But with a bit of smooth talking, we're now allowed to bring this camera in. And if you saw the Tulum video I did, I mentioned that we went to Coba, and Coba was the one that was at competition with Chichen Itza. And I have to say that I think they won. I think there's a bit of a landslide victory on the architectural front. This place is on another level. The symmetry is incredible. The build quality looks a lot better. The only disappointing thing is that we've got fences here. While it's all beautiful, you cannot touch. Backflip, dude. Backflip. This is the real Chichen Itza. It is a massive tour shop full of people trying to sell you things. Everything from the Jaguar noises. Oh! To the little necklaces and rings and stuff, but I don't know, I expected this. Yeah. Fully expected this.
Yeah, where we went this morning, that was the real trip in my mind.
Yeah. Chichen Itza is considered as one of the 7 wonders in the world, and it was actually built in 600 AD. This is where the Mayans used to make human sacrifice to the gods, which is pretty neat. I don't think everyone needs to do this. If you're a history buff, this is for you. If you're somebody that wants to get a cool Instagram photo, maybe for you. One of the incredible things though is that they do still have the local people here, and I don't know where they were today. They didn't really show up, but I don't know. Word on the street is they still live here in Chichen Itza. So we are so hungry after all that we've done this morning, and we've seen this little tiny place on the side of the road. We figure we're gonna give it a shot.
I don't know what to expect, but
I don't know either.
It looks decent.
Kathy, I need you so badly right now. I have no idea if this is an entree, this is like the starter. How do we eat this?
I think you go like this. I'm pretty sure you take these items here.
I like where you're going with it.
And dish them into the beans.
Okay.
Now this is what I'm excited for right here.
So these are like, I don't know.
Well, I think there's eggs inside of them.
Yeah, there's egg inside of it. It's like bread with egg inside. I'm a truly lost gringo. Just put my little tortilla thing with a bit of beef, or unless this is pork, into my bean sauce. Life's good. It's very good. I wanna see a peacock. Hi. We've arrived at our second final destination of the day. It's been a big day. Entrada here was 120 pesos, which is about like $6 or $7. Ooh, crazy. So we're not here during the right time of the day, but there's actually a light directly above that during the perfect time when the light is overhead, it will just basically land on that platform there. That was awesome. We got to go because we have about 2.5 hours to get to our next destination. Google Maps, Chiquila. Sounds like tequila.
Tequila. Ba, ba, da, 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 da.
After almost 6 or 7 hours on the road so far, we had another 2 hours to go to get ourselves to Chiquila. From there, we had a 20-minute ferry, but I highly recommend you don't miss the last one that runs around 9:30 p.m. that night. Make sure to check the ferry schedule for yourself. So we've just checked into our new room here. Luke's actually stayed behind on the beach to do a bit of work. It's a vibe. This is where I'm staying. It's called Che Hallbox. Che is definitely known as one of the livelier hostels on the island, and I highly recommend it. Everything from having 140 peso all-you-can-eat taco night to having really clean and awesome facilities. So these are the streets of Hallbox, and basically the only way to get around is either with a bicycle or an off-roading Golfmobile. This is a stretch limo one, very cool. Or, like we're doing, you walk. So as we're walking down, the white sand is getting finer and finer, and we're seeing all these beautiful murals. Everything very colorfully painted. There's actually a few little hostels and guest houses around here. Perfect white sand, and we're gonna have some breakfast right along it. What a vibe. The hostel's actually on the other side of the island, and right now we're on like the opposite of the ferry side. And this is definitely the side you want to be on. It's got the beautiful, beautiful white sand, the palm trees, the blue water. The other side is not like that beautiful, to be honest. I knew there must be more to it than what we'd seen, but now I'm understanding this place. It is gorgeous. And this is a restaurant we were recommended. So the Mandarina was beautiful and the food was really, really good. The catch, it's basically Canadian or American pricing, but I thought it was worth it. But the view, the ambiance, and the food itself was all really awesome. Just like in Tulum, Hallbox was actually hit by Sargasso pretty hard, but luckily as of my last visit in January 2019, there was no active Sargasso. It was basically just the leftovers washing ashore. While it's not pretty, I must say it's not hard to look past it and enjoy this beautiful island for what it really is. I think a 2 to 3 night stay here is perfect. This is an incredible island. It's been a day of chilling. We haven't really showed you much of Hallbox, but what you can see is it is so beautiful. It's your typical island where you've got day trips. There's flamingos here, but it's not the right season. You can't visit them right now because they're hatching their eggs. For me, I would just come here if you're trying to escape the North American cold winter. Just get a place, stay here for 3-4 days, relax by the beach. It is so beautiful. This is like one of my ideal spots. I've really enjoyed it. Hola.
Hola, chicos.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
50 pesos.
50 pesos. All right.
Ahí está.
50. Gracias. Yo aprendo español.
Ah, bueno.
Muy bien.
Yes.
At least he's honest.
Una cámara.
Una cámara.
Una guitarra.
Oh.
Un amigo.
Una música.
Una música, 50 pesos.
There's a price tag to this friendship. The total cost of everything we've done, from transportation, accommodation, food, is around this amount right here. You can see here that it wasn't that expensive. You could easily have stayed at home in your province, in your state, and gone on a little family vacation and paid just as much money by doing whatever you were gonna do. You may pay more up front on a flight, but where you save money is on food and accommodation and transportation. Everything once you get to Mexico will become a lot cheaper if you're smart with your money. And a kid just fell. God bless his heart. If you're thinking about building your own website, then look no further, because Squarespace is the place to do it. I've been using a Squarespace website for about 2 years now, and the amazing thing about it is that it's an all-in-one shop. You can buy your domain name, you can use all of their beautiful templates to have a beautiful website within a few clicks, and best of all, you can run your own e-commerce store directly through it, so you can be selling merchandise or travel guides or whatever you want to sell through your website, all in one place. If you've even been considering building a website, then go check out the link down below. It's just squarespace.com/LosLeBlanc, and using that link will actually get you 10% off. Just gave you a 5. 10% off your purchase of a domain or website. And I also want to say, if you're planning to do a trip to Mexico after watching this video, definitely go watch my previous video in Tulum, where I show you guys how to make the most of that place on a budget. Guys, I post a video every Saturday. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and until then, let's get lost again in the next one.